because it came out of the Florida Register. There's a letter of release on one of my cases, an order of non-incarceration, saying that even if I was found guilty, they couldn't incarcerate me. And Judge Conrad would do a very good job of explaining to you why. So I highly suggest people listen to the audio. And all of those are actually me inside of courtrooms with judges and or hearing officers. Any of the driving without license cases are definitely in front of a judge, because all of my cases were criminal. They shouldn't have been, but they were criminal. So they charged me criminally. I ended up, even when they charged me with a felony, I got the felony reduced, and then I had the case dismissed. And I'm going to show you where that is in this proof folder. Official dockets. So here you go. These are what dockets look like, and these are all for driving, not the child support dockets are different. I'm going to show you those in a second. But when you do this, you're going to be able to see this. This is my case docket. And you'll see the date they charged me, the date it finally was over, and what the end result was. Case was thrown out. Same thing here. Case thrown out. Dismissed. I think you all have an idea. Docket page for perjury. Same thing. And you see right there, it says dismissed, dismissed. And I self-represented in that perjury case where I was facing 5 years because of that false allegation from he's now retired, and so is the officer, retired judge and police officer. I won that case as well. And here's another one. So you have an idea. Again, anybody who's done something should be able to show you what they did, and it doesn't tell you how they did it. But this is all free. My consultations and services, yes. The Bible tells you that a workman is worthy of his hire. But I believe that people can get this information, and hopefully, I think somebody out there is much better at this than I am. And the reality is I'm 56 years old. In the videos that you all are watching, I'm either 55 or 56 years old. I think I'm 56 in all of these videos now. And I didn't learn this information until I was well beyond 40. And I did it again because I could not afford an attorney to do what I had to have done for me. Let's see docket dispositions. Okay, so in this, which is kind of the same thing that I showed you just now, when you click on it, it's going to show you, you see that? The charge, the date, what they did with it, all the way down. And everybody, after viewing these, you have an idea of how to do it. There you go. So I want to get this and make this as short and sweet and to the point as possible so that people will understand how to go about utilizing the Dropbox information, which I show people. And here's probably what most people want to see: my child support case information. The reason that I said I believe this came back because of my ongoing lawsuit in federal court is because my cases have been closed for years. And this is what, if there's a saying, if somebody's saying, if they're talking about you, you must be doing something right. I want you all to listen to this right here.
You're the one trying to prove the case to me. You're not flipping this around because that's what you like to do with when you're working with Mr. Doss. You like to come in and try to flip it around. You're not doing it. I'm not on trial here. The department's not on trial here. You're the one with the issue with child support for failing to make child support payments.
I mean, I think it just seems redundant because I've already taken notice of the record.
Before I get to Denton saying how he thinks it's redundant, that was not my case, but the hearing officer brought me up. Now Mr. Space has had that case closed out as well. But her aggravation was, and what has become evident is, the people who may or may not work with me